retirees, and visiting guests. We are delighted to host a special intergenerational program today. I'm Cheryl Johnson-Ransaw, for those of you who don't know me, and happy to bring greetings from Employee Development and Wellness Services, or better known as EDWS. And we are just pleased to have an exciting fall kickoff this year. Our theme has been, it's time to take action, and September has represented a month of action. And throughout the month, we have hosted a lot of different programs and special events, some co-sponsored with our wellness partners. We had a great kickoff on September 1st, during which we premiered a special video recognizing our campus partners and just getting everybody energized for the fall season. And throughout the month, we have tried to encourage people to sign up for what we call our 30-day activity challenge, which is culminating today. We've tried to observe a lot of different themes throughout the month, and we do this typically throughout the year. September has represented a lot of national observances, including cholesterol education, yoga, meditation, and healthy aging. And today is a theme centered around Healthy Aging Month. And we're so happy to have a special keynote speaker who will be introduced shortly. Before doing that, though, I'd like to ask our AVP of HR to come up and extend greetings to the group as well.
Good. I'm going to stay down here. I think you guys can hear me, and this is a little more intimate for me. First of all, let me tell everyone I'm really happy to have you here. And for our guests, we're happy to have you on our campus here at Georgia State University. I encourage you when you leave this to get out and walk amongst our students, and you will be thoroughly impressed and thoroughly surprised by the amount of diversity we have on our campus, the intellect of our students, and you'll be very much impressed with our facilities and all of the great things that we do. So welcome to our campus, and we're happy to have you here for this event. For those of you who are GSU employees, and especially employees who work in HR, I want to personally thank you. I told many of you I said I felt bad saying it's required that you come, but I know when you work in HR, sometimes you have to have that push to get away from your desk. We always tell people about how important it is to take care of themselves in order to manage, do their job, and many times we don't take care of ourselves. So I really wanted to replace our staff meeting with this, and so I'm really happy that you all are here and hope you'll find something really, really good to kind of give you the spark. I was telling some of the people in the back that I've even taken on a challenge. It's taken quite a bit of time, but I have committed myself to a 5K. I'm probably going to pass out afterwards, but it will be my first. I found my inspiration to do this 5K. Every year I've watched the Susan G. Komen walk. And as many of you know, my mother passed of cancer a few years ago, and I'd always sit on the sofa and say, wow, I wish I could do that. And so this year, I finally had to come to my own emotional state where I said, I'm going to do something and start out small, and I'm doing this for my mom. And that was my motivation. It's not about becoming finer. Physically, that'll happen. It's more about the mental state that I think I need to be at as far as wellness goes. And so, again, I want to encourage you all to really take advantage and look at some of the things that is coming out of Cheryl's area. And also, you all just keep your eyes open for some really big moves within Georgia State University with regard to wellness. Our president, our vice presidents, our deans, the AVPs, many of our directors, except those in our area, many of them take the time out every day to work out, and that's for their mental health and their mental being, and it's also for their physical being. And they will begin speaking out to the university community about the importance of that. So just keep your ears open, and some other big surprises around wellness will be coming up really soon. With that being said, I want to thank Cheryl for working on today, and thank her staff for working on today. And you all will have a formal introduction of Dr. Jane Smith. I've heard Dr. Smith speak on so many occasions. Some of you have also. She's very engaging, very enlightening, and hilarious. So you all will really, really enjoy this. And again, thanks for coming. And I look forward to seeing some of you preparing for your next wellness challenge. Thanks.
Today I'm just very proud to introduce our keynote speaker, both on a professional as well as personal level. I debated about how much to say in this introduction about our keynote speaker. I hope everyone received a handout coming in. There's a full bio and some extra note pages we'd like to share with you, and I encourage everyone, if you did not receive a copy, please take one before leaving and take the time to read through it. But I'm delighted to talk about Dr. Jane Smith, our keynote. And although the bio certainly speaks for itself in terms of her impressive background, clearly I do want to say she currently serves as the Executive Director of the Spelman College for Leadership Civic Engagement Center. She held executive positions at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center for Nonviolent Social Change, the Carter Center, the National Council of Negro Women, and Business and Professional Women USA. She is a graduate of Spelman College, where she received a master's degree in sociology and, a bachelor's degree in sociology and a master's degree from Emory University, and a doctorate degree in social policy analysis from Harvard University. And on a personal note, as a native Atlanta, I can certainly testify that I know of Jane through all quarters of her life and mine, in terms of just following her, knowing that she is someone who not only talks the talk, but she has walked the talk. And I can testify as a graduate of Harper High School and Spelman College that I've just admired her through the years, that she has really demonstrated through her actions that she certainly does walk the talk and has influenced others, and I'm not sure how much she knows or appreciates how much she has done that. So it seems so appropriate to have her here today to talk about healthy aging on a positive note. It's hard, perhaps, for some of us to even acknowledge that we're all aging, and certainly each day is a gift in terms of what we might do to make the most of our lives at any age or any quarter. And so it just seems so appropriate to have Dr. Jane Smith come and speak and walk the talk, and hopefully share with you some inspirational words that will be something you'll take with you throughout your life. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jane Smith.
Leadership of Cheryl and her team for getting me here today. I see myself as a messenger and a part of a movement about aging healthy and being authentic about it, being intentional about it, and purposeful about it. And so this, in fact, is a great opportunity for me to be in front of you. Someone mentioned that it's a time to take action. It is a time to take action for reasons that I'll talk about over the next few minutes, because there's some choices that people who are living now no longer have, because we're just going to be here living for a good while. But I wanted to tell you, after saying thank you, about this good life, this really good life that Cheryl mentioned as she was giving my introduction. I have a funny story about that. I was speaking one day at the Mary McLeod Bethune Elementary School, relatively close to here, and the career day had been organized by a friend of mine. And the friend always wanted to do something innovative with what she had planned for these career days. So she decided this particular year that she was going to have the students to learn how to ask a significant question, an important question. And she had a number of us, I think it was 8 or 10 of us, who were introduced. We really didn't have to speak. You were introduced, the kids would ask a question, and then you would answer the questions. So after they introduced me with a bio that was very similar to that one and what you have in front of you, this young woman asked, young girl, 8 or 9, asked me the most significant question I've ever been asked in my life, and she said, "Are you tired?" Best question I've ever been asked. Yes, I'm exhausted, just like everybody else who works real hard, but enjoying the work that I do. I could have the opportunity to walk among you, and I will later, but I pulled the ligaments in the back of my right leg, and so I'm going to stand close to here for a while as we talk about this occasion. It is not unusual anymore for colleges and universities, corporations, nonprofits, wherever they are, to take the time to talk about healthy living. And healthy living is one of the disguises now about, aging, and aging around the world, since we're global and we're international, and aging here in Atlanta, Georgia, in specific. It is a topic that I just take on with a great joy, which has to do with when I was 8 years old. When I was 8 years old, my mother here in Atlanta used to force us to take these naps in the summertime because it was really, really hot. And I don't know how many of you are pre-air conditioning like I am, but your mothers would make you strip down to your underwear. What that really meant was that the girls would have on panties and the boys would have on their little jockey pants, and you would get on the bed, and then they would smother you with Johnson baby powder, where you could almost not breathe. And we were to sleep for 2 hours. I think this went on in my life for about 3 years. And I never slept a single second. At 8 years old, my brother was sleeping, my brother was sleeping. But for me, it was an exercise in daydreaming. And for me, it was an exercise to see what was coming in my life. Now, I know that this has happened to some people in this room, not all. And I know that people have testimonies that they tell folks or they don't tell folks about what's coming in their lives. But what happened to me at the age of 8 was that my daydream was about me as a senior citizen woman with gray hair, standing in front of hundreds of people who were listening attentively to what it was that I had to say. And something about that daydream said to me that I was going to be talking about being senior citizens and the life that precedes what I could see in that daydream to be such a wonderful, wonderful life that was coming before me. These people were listening, and they were applauding, and they were standing, giving me standing ovations, and I bought into this opportunity 100%.